for today. Till we meet again. I already dropped the card. What did I drop? I don't know. There's nothing here. There's nothing on that card. Never used these cards before, guys. Never, ever. Brand new. Just like with this, the Druid Plant Oracle. Some fresh energy in here. Number 11, Man of Blood, and number 13, the Audience. And it's connected to number 1, the Servant. And the Servant is connected to the Seed. And the Seed is connected to the Veil. Man of Blood. Wheel 11. Suit, fire, and it's connected to working with the veil, the return, and the cauldron, and we have the veil. So the life flow of a human being is in the blood. It carries oxygen and food, without which life would ebb away. Blood contains the stamp of heredity, sustains present existence, and is passed on for a man. It is the proud culmination of ancestry. A woman knows her children through the blood of her body, but a man knows his place and that of his children through his bloodline. And there it is, more connection to our ancestors and this purification with our bloodline. So this is connected to pride. Pride in what you are and what has made you you. In some societies, the more children you have, the higher your rank. A childless woman is looked on with pity. And the man without offspring can be an object of suspicion. Children do help to define who you are. And practically all parents are passionately proud of their children. Here, the center of the wheel asserts its identity with pride, but defines it through lineage of being. Ancestors and children are a way of defining lineage, but so also are a line of teaching or tradition that one partakes in all. All of these can be sources of pride. Pride can be egotistical, but it can also bring a kind of nobility. And this is healing with your story. I remember before when I couldn't get pregnant and people used to come up to me all the time and tell me I needed to get pregnant, and that hurt. You know what? Guys, we have to heal with our story. Our story is our story, and we're all connected. We're all one. Honor your story. Honor your authenticity. Honor your path. This is the path of healing. This is the path of one. Through all the parts coming together to create it. The other elements that we're working with here, the servant is water. The seed, fire, and the veil, as we just saw, it's air. Now, I find it pretty incredible that today we're meeting up to speak about love. And when I think about love, I think about the heart and a beating heart and blood, the blood that pumps through our heart into our veins. It's life. And here's the connection to purification with that. And we know that we are working with our bloodline. There is a connection to purification here with our bloodline through our heart. And we're going to expand off what this means, because remember, this is going to mean many things. We're multidimensional. But we also got the message in our previous part that this isn't about being perfect. When we do this purification work, it's not about perfectionism. It's about our path and what we came here to accomplish, what we came here to do, and how we came here to achieve this on mission work through the purification of our blood and the connection to our family bloodline and the healing that we came here to do, from old patterning to new patterning. And yes, many of us are actually doing purification work with our blood, because this is connected to our flame our Kundalini, and how we're coming together from within to without. And we will expand off this further, like I said, guys, okay? Just stay tuned and hang tight. Now we're going to go to the audience, okay, guys? Can't share all this or we'll be here for forever. Guys, Wheel 13, Suit Fire. The house echoed with reports and responses. It shook with laughter and creaked with the toil of its inmates. They listened, inclining their heads as if to a soft-spoken rumor, and even the house itself paused. Then out of the silence came a long and distant murmur, which drew them all to itself. It was then that they became like the house, echoing with reports and responses. Commentary. What is the house that the oracle refers to? Could it be a family home? Lived in for generations. Could it be a theater? Where actors and audience create noise and applause. Could it perhaps be the human skull full of its own noise? It is a container that is capable of amplifying and resonating. In a house, the timbers can become permeated with the sounds of the activities of its occupants. In a theater, the building itself acquires a kind of mystique, so that it's praised as a perfect abode of the art that it houses. And what about the halls of meditation? As we turn our attention inwards, we become aware of the noise and chatter, murmurs and whisperings, which both tempt and plague us. But when we finally descend into silence, it's not silence after all. It has its own sound, in which we can be enfolded. Then meditation and meditator are as one. Guys, there's so much said within here. So much. Our connection to our homes, with our families, our culture, within our thoughts, the sacred containers of this world and beyond. Everyone has to be a part of the interaction in this world. Complete silence and solitude are an illusion. The way in which of Kabbalah is not to seal oneself off, but to open oneself up. For a while, we may believe that our new knowledge sets us apart from others, but eventually it brings us back into the field of life. With all of its humming, buzzing activity, the difference is now we can hear the music in that. If you recognize that some events arise from random causes, then you will be able to act more spontaneously yourself. If you allow the sounds of life to resonate within you, then your own voice will be more resonant. And if you accept the actions of others, you will be less enraged by them. Laughter connects us to our fellow human. Even the saintliest men and women enjoy a good laugh. So look at that, guys. Once again, too, there's so much information within that. Remember, this has to do with playing our authentic tune. This is all within channel messages and letting that play from within to without. And it's connected to our compassion. And guys, we gotta laugh. Laughing is so good for the soul. Humor is so good for the soul. All right, guys, I have to do it. Let's just see. Let's just see what else wants to come forth, and then we're gonna say goodbye till we meet again. Well, guys, we have that sword. We have the sword and love as we expand through the earth. And now the King of Swords is here, so we have the King and Queen of Swords. It's official. We're playing authentic tune as we heal through this hack with the element of air of the artificial matrix, as we create anew with natural patterns of life, healing, and expansion. Love, light, and healing energy is sent your way to crave today, guys. Thanks for joining in. I love you all, and until we meet again, you know I'm sending it to you guys. Take care.